This is KNEB.TV weather from the Arby's Weather Center. Arby's, we have the meats.
A very active evening coming our way as we have thunderstorms rolling across the area right now. They're going to continue for the next couple of hours, even into the nighttime hours. We expect thunderstorms to continue. They should clear out late tonight in the overnight hours into early tomorrow and will turn partly cloudy. But until then, we're going to be dealing with some thunderstorms this evening. A flash flood watch is in effect. We expect very heavy rains from these storms. They're going to be numerous out there. Heavy rain is going to be likely. Can't rule out some hail too. Other than that, that's kind of our primary threats. Heavy rain, especially heavy rain, and some hail. Now everybody should get some precip tonight, but it may not be evenly dispersed. Maybe a couple hundredths, a tenth or two in some areas, and very heavy rain possible in others. We should start to dry out tomorrow, albeit not completely dry. 91 yesterday. We weren't nearly that warm today after a low of 62. We ended the month of July at just under 2 inches, so about normal for July. That's how we're going to wrap up the month of July. We're going to start August wet today, obviously, but we're going into August with a 2.5-inch surplus across the region. We do have watches in effect. We told you flash flood watches are out. Here they are. Flash flood watches cover northeastern Colorado, over the western two-thirds of the Nebraska Panhandle, Niobrara County, down to Goshen County, and eastern Wyoming as well. So we do have those flash flood watches out there. Temperatures right now are in the 80s across the region. Hays checks in at 93 right now. Our area, though, 70s and 80s, so much cooler today than where we've been the last couple of days, thanks to cloud cover and some showers out there. Upper 70s, low 80s, even some low 70s where those showers had an earlier start today. East winds, 10 to 15 miles an hour, still pumping in that moisture. That moisture we saw return to the area last night. It continues across the area today, and that's what's fueling those thunderstorms. We do have a slight risk of severe weather, I think mainly to our south. We can't rule out a marginal severe thunderstorm, primarily in the form of hail. Again, hail could be some of these thunderstorms tonight, but again, the primary threat is going to be that heavy rain tomorrow and on into Saturday. Then the severe weather threat pretty much non-existent across our region. We'll have an isolated shower or storm. So here's Futurecast showing these showers and storms rolling across the region tonight. By 10, 11 o'clock, they'll start to be more scattered in nature, and overnight, then thunderstorm chances are going to decrease across the region. Low temperatures tonight are going to be right around that 60-degree mark. They can't fall a whole lot because the dew points are up so high, and that kept temperatures mild this morning. Any of those thunderstorms off to our east tomorrow morning. We'll start to see clouds thin. By afternoon, things are going to clear off here across the region, and one or two isolated late-day thunderstorms from that residual moisture not out of the question tomorrow, although you'll notice not nearly the coverage tomorrow as what we saw today, and that is going to be a continuing trend for the rest of the week. Highs tomorrow are going to be back into the mid-80s, low to mid-80s for most of us, so not too bad out there. Let's take a look at precip. Now, we're going to show you the numbers behind these, but don't focus too much on the numbers. In fact, we'll take the numbers off here in a minute. So this is what we're looking at for tonight through early tomorrow, and this goes through Saturday morning, but this is primarily all going to be for tonight. We see some areas picking up over an inch of precip. Now, what's important to note, we'll take these numbers away and just show you where we're at here in the lay of the land. Some of these areas, you'll see a few areas. This is what will happen. You'll see some areas pick up 1-2 inches of rain out of this system, maybe even 2 to 3 inches in a few isolated areas, and then neighboring areas may only have a couple tenths of an inch. So where are these little circles? They're very hard to predict where those circles are going to be. There's some areas here. This particular forecast model's zeroing in on Sterling for some heavy rain. So don't focus on exactly where you're at on this circle. Note that everybody's going to get some rain, we think, tonight, and some pockets of heavy rain which could cause flash flooding. So stay tuned, and if you observe flash flooding or flash flooding is observed in your area, seek higher ground. Flash flood watch tonight, thunderstorms with heavy rain and hail. 62 your low. We clear out tomorrow with partly cloudy skies. We expect just a stray shower or thunderstorm. So much moisture around here, we can't rule that out. Mid-80s for highs. And as we look at our 7-day forecast, we go back into the low 90s for the latter half of the weekend, near 90. Saturday and Monday as we bookend that Sunday is the warmest reading. Then back into the upper 80s Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week. And we aren't putting any thunderstorms on the forecast for the next 7 days, but we don't have the chances at zero either. They're in that 10 to 20% chance every day. Can't rule out an isolated day where we may see more coverage of thunderstorms, but it's really tough to pinpoint those particular days right now as we don't see a big weather maker coming across the region.